Hi everyone. How's everyone doing? Good. So, we're in a new month, so we have a new focus. This month we're talking about inverting. So obviously like the physical practice of like turning upside down, but also like what does that mean for us other than just like flipping ourselves upside down, right? And there's this idea that when we invert our bodies, we're also allowing ourselves to see things differently, right? We walk around all day on our feet, so it's the first time that usually our heart is above our head. And another aspect, we're literally seeing something from a different perspective. I remember a few years ago, I had come to my first Jivamukti yoga class in Union Square, and I'd had a practice for a while, so I thought I knew what I was getting myself into. And the teacher had us hold headstand for something like 3 to 4 minutes, which was like crazy for me at that time. You know, I was able to get up and headstand, but to hold it there for that long, like I was like mentally freaking out. I was like, this is like, how much longer can I hold this? Da, da, da. Like I just kept going through the cycle of thoughts. And I don't know what happened, but at one point I just started laughing. I was like, this is pretty funny. I'm standing on my head. Like there isn't anything to like freak out or stress out about. And so I had this like moment of like seeing the situation with humor and was able to come down. I actually just remember the same thing happened when I did teacher training a few years ago. We did our first class ever. There's like 50 people in this room. It's the first time we've done yoga together. We're all here to like get trained. And we had to hold headstand. And Sharon Gannon's voice is in the background counting the breaths. Inhale, exhale 1. And they tell you beforehand, we're going to hold this for 50 breaths, right? So a few minutes go by, inhale, 25. And people just started laughing because they're like, oh my gosh, it's only breath 25. But the more you stick with that, you almost get a sense of peace. And if you've been practicing for a while, I'm sure you've experienced that with anything. There are days you come in and your mind's a lot busier and it's harder to like find that sense in the poses. And other times, being in an inversion can almost be like being in a restorative pose. You can kind of let go of like the internal story you tell yourself. And speaking of which, there was an analogy I read about the other day, which I thought was really fitting. There's this guy and he's talking about our life and how it's like being in a movie theater watching a very stereotypical horror movie, right? And the main character is about to turn the corner and like be in this horrible situation. The whole audience knows that. And the whole audience is going like, don't turn the corner, don't do that. Like you're about to get into something, and they do it anyway. And that's kind of what our thought patterns are like. When we continually have the same thought pattern, maybe there's like a habit we're trying to break, maybe we're trying to go to bed earlier, quit coffee, or maybe it's a bigger scale thing. And the hard part is changing that thought pattern, right? But as we continue to practice yoga, we're given these tools where we can actually change the real. We start to learn how to change the thought pattern. So we can, not so much that our external situation changes, but our perception of it can change. So anyways, we'll chant Loka Samasta. Does anyone want a chant book for that? No? Okay, cool. So sitting up tall, just feel free to join in whenever you feel ready. We'll start with an Om, creating some space between your ears and your shoulders. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Om. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta Sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Now the translation. May all beings everywhere be happy and free. May the thoughts, words, and actions of my own life contribute in some way to that happiness and to that freedom for all. Shanti. Shanti, 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 Hari Om. Making your way onto your hands and knees. And once you get there, beginning to do a few cat-cows. On your inhale, arching your back. Exhale, rounding your spine. Just begin to do this on your own, linking your own breath with the movement. Trying to make your inhale the same length as your exhale. And using the entire inhale to arch your back and the entire exhale around your spine. And if you feel like you need to move your body in any other way right now, feel free to do that. And see if without looking at the parts, still doing the cat-cows, you can feel your whole body, right? Like you can feel where your fingers are on the ground. You can feel your neck. You can feel your knees and maybe your toes on the ground as well. Just beginning to bring your awareness into your body. On your next exhale, come back to a neutral spine. Bring your wrists a few inches in front of where they are right now. Tuck your toes, extend your legs, and come into downward facing dog. Beginning Ujjayi breath. Breathing in through your nose, exhale audibly through your mouth. Again like that, in through your nose, exhale through your mouth. In through your nose, keeping your mouth shut, make that same sound. Again, inhale, exhale. We're trying to make the inhale the same length as the exhale. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4. Bending your knees slightly, tilt your tailbone up towards the ceiling. Try to get your ribcage to maybe even touch your thighs. Keeping your tailbone lifted, maybe extend your legs a little bit. Think about just pressing your heels into the ground. Inhale, come forward into plank pose. Exhale, slowly lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank pose. Exhale, just lower your knees to the ground. Now arch your back like in cat pose. Bend your elbows, chest goes right between your hands. Now point your feet, roll forward, baby cobra. Elbows draw in. Tucking your toes, bringing your seat to your heels, extend your legs. Inhale forward to plank pose. Exhale, lower your knees to the ground. Coming onto your hands and knees again. Bringing your awareness to your hands. So on your hands and knees, arms are straight. Just lift up all of your fingers, but keep your knuckles on the ground. Yes. And see if you can feel the weight evenly distributed in the whole palm of your hand. This is going to come in extra handy later on when we're inverting. And now tuck your toes, come back into downward facing dog, but make sure the weight stays even in the whole palm of your hand and doesn't either shift to the heels of your hands or the outsides of your hands. Now beginning to walk your feet forward, stopping when they're 8 to 10 inches behind your hands, pressing hands and feet equally into the ground. Hands are flat, either on blocks, the ground, or with knees bent. 10 breaths, inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 6. Inhale. Exhale, 7. Inhale. Exhale, 8. Inhale. Exhale, 9. Inhale. Exhale, 10. Now inhale, just come up to a flat back. So maybe bringing your hands along your shins, maybe your fingertips stay on the ground. Exhale, fold over. See if you can kind of like roll through your spine. And again, like that, inhale, coming up to a flat back. Exhale, folding forward. Again, inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Last time, inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Bring your feet as wide as your mat. Have your toes come wider than your heels. But before you come down to a squat pose, actually, I take that back. Come all the way up to stand and reach your arms up high. Still have your feet as wide as your mat. And keeping your arms lifted, see if you can slowly lower down into a squat pose. And then you can bring your hands to heart center. Using your elbows to push out against your knees. Have your whole foot on the ground for 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 6. Inhale. Exhale, 7. Inhale. Exhale, 8. Inhale. Exhale, 9. Inhale. Exhale, raise your arms back overhead again. Inhale, come all the way up to stand. Exhale, release your arms, bring your feet back together for Tadasana. Toes together, heels slightly apart, feeling as if you can push down into your feet to lift up. Taking this moment to set some sort of intention or dedication for your practice. If you'd like, you can bring your hands to heart center and close your eyes. Bringing your arms alongside your body, opening your eyes. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, look forward, prepare. Exhale, hop or step back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5 breaths, inhale. Exhale, 1, so lifting your tailbone up towards the ceiling for 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward, prepare. Inhale, hop or step to the front of your mat. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, coming all the way up to stand, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, arms by your side, Tadasana. Again, inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, folding over your legs. Inhale, look forward, prepare. Exhale, hop or step back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Holding here for 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. exhale, 4. Inhale, exhale, bend your knees, look forward, prepare. Inhale, hop or step to the front of your mat. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, coming all the way up to stand. Exhale, arms by your side. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, folding over your legs. Inhale, look forward, prepare. Exhale, hop or step back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog for 1. Inhale, exhale, 2. Inhale, exhale, 3. Inhale, exhale, 4. Inhale, exhale, bend your knees, look forward, prepare. Inhale, hop or step to the front of your mat. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, coming all the way up to stand, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, arms by your side, Tadasana. Interlacing your fingers behind your back, pull your wrists away from your lower back. Inhale, arch back slightly. Exhale, bend your knees, fold over your legs, still pulling your wrists away from your lower back. Inhale, bend your knees deeply, coming up into a flat back, rib cage on your thighs, gazing forward. Exhale, extend your legs, fold forward. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward, flat back. Exhale, folding forward, still pulling your wrists away. Inhale, bend your knees, flat back. Exhale, extend your legs, fold forward. Inhale, release your arms, rolling up 1 vertebrae at a time. Standing at the top of your mat. Inhale, hook your thumbs, reach your arms up overhead, arch back. Exhale, bend your knees, fold forward, clasp your hands behind your back, extend your legs. Inhale, hands down, step your right foot back into a lunge. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward to plank pose. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward to plank pose. Exhale, lower your knees, chest and chin. Inhale, point your feet, roll forward, baby cobra. Exhale, tuck your toes, bring your seat to your heels, extend your legs. Inhale, send your right foot forward into a lunge. Exhale, left foot to meet your right, fold forward. Inhale, bend your knees, hook your thumbs, come up to stand, arch back. Exhale, bend your knees, fold forward, clasp your hands behind your back, extend your legs. Inhale, hands down, send your left foot back into a lunge. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward to plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, forward to plank pose. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Pointing your feet, roll forward, baby cobra. Exhale, seat to heels, extend your legs. Inhale, left foot forward into a lunge. Exhale, right foot to meet your left, fold forward. Inhale, bend your knees, hook your thumbs, come up to stand, arch back. Exhale, arms by your side, Tadasana. Inhale, bend your knees, arms up overhead, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, hands down, extend your legs. Inhale, look forward, prepare. Exhale, hop or step back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot forward, back heel down, warrior 1. Exhale, hands down, step back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, still breathing deeply. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot forward, back heel down, warrior 1. Exhale, hands down, step back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more time. Inhale, right foot forward, back heel down, warrior 1. Exhale, hands down, step back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot forward, back heel down, warrior 1. Exhale, hands down, step back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, holding here for 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward, prepare. Inhale, hop or step to the front of your mat. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, bend your knees, arms up overhead, Utkatasana. Exhale, arms by your side, Tadasana. Inhale, bending your knees, arms up overhead, Utkatasana. Exhale, hands to heart center, twisting to the right. And see if you can make your breath so deep and so constricted that maybe your neighbor can hear you. For 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, arms by your side, Tadasana. Inhale, bending your knees, arms up overhead, Utkatasana. Exhale, hands to heart center, twisting to the left. For 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, arms by your side, Tadasana. Separating your feet several inches, feet hip distance and parallel. Hands come to your lower back. Inhale, arching back slightly, elbows draw together. Exhale, folding forward over your legs. Bending your knees, grabbing hold of your big toes with your peace sign fingers. Feeling as if you can pull up on your big toes as your knuckles press into the ground, bending your elbows out to the side, shoulders still roll down your back. For 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, look up, release the bind. Exhale, bending your knees deeply again, this time stepping on the palms of your hands. Toes come up to your wrist crease. Bending your knees, pulling up on your feet with your hands. Exhale, folding forward. For 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, look up, release the bind. Exhale, bring your hands back to your lower back. Inhale, coming all the way up to stand, arching back at the top. Exhale, stepping or hopping your feet back together into Tadasana. Inhale, with straight legs, reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, folding over your legs. Inhale, look forward, prepare. Exhale, hop or step back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot forward, back heel down, warrior 1. Holding here for 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2, pressing into both feet equally for 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, extend your front leg. Exhale, interlace your fingers behind your back. Inhale, arch back slightly. Exhale, bend your front knee deeply, fold forward. Inhale, push into both feet, come up to stand again with straight legs, arch back. Exhale, bend your front knee, fold forward. Inhale, coming up to stand, straight legs, arch back. Exhale, folding forward for humble warrior, this time holding here. If you'd like, you can place a block under your head to rest underneath it, but you want to still feel like you're pushing into your feet a lot. Your right hip is pulling back in space and your wrists are still pulling away from your lower back. Inhale, coming all the way up to stand. Exhale, open your arms and hips out to the side, preparing for Trikonasana. Inhale, beginning to reach forward as you send your hips back, and then bringing your right hand down, left arm up. Holding here for 1. Inhale. exhale 2, inhale, exhale 3, inhale, exhale 4, inhale, exhale 5. Bring your left hand over your ear, that way it's reaching towards the window, and now bring your right hand parallel to that hand, holding here for a moment. Keep breathing, engage your core. Inhale, come all the way up to stand. Exhale, arms out to the side, bend your front knee deeply for warrior 2. Holding here for 1. Inhale, exhale 2, inhale, exhale 3, inhale, exhale 4, inhale, exhale 5. Inhale, extend your front leg. Exhale, bend it again, bringing your right hand to the outside of your right foot. Left arm up and overhead, reaching towards the windows. Pressing your right leg into your arm to twist up a little bit more. For 1. Inhale, exhale 2, inhale, exhale 3, inhale, exhale 4, inhale, exhale 5. Bringing your left hand down, begin to straighten your front leg as you hop your back foot in, grounding through that heel. Squaring your torso over your front leg. Exhale, folding forward. For 1. Inhale, exhale 2, inhale, exhale 3, inhale, exhale 4, inhale, exhale 5. Inhale, bend your front knee. Exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, send your left foot forward, back heel down, warrior 1. Holding here for 1. Inhale, exhale 2, inhale, exhale 3, inhale, exhale 4, inhale, exhale 5. Inhale, extend your front leg. Exhale, interlace your fingers behind your back the more awkward way. Inhale, arch back slightly. Exhale, bending your front knee, fold forward for humble warrior. Inhale, straightening your front leg, coming up to stand, arching back slightly at the top. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, coming up to stand, arching back. Exhale, folding forward. Last time. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, folding forward. For 1. Inhale, exhale 2, inhale, exhale 3, inhale, exhale 4, inhale, exhale 5, and I'll come all the way up to stand. Exhale, open your arms and hips out to the side. Begin to reach forward as you send your hips back. Reach as far forward as you can before dropping your left hand down. Then using up towards your right fingers for Trikonasana. Holding here for 1. Inhale, exhale 2, inhale, exhale 3, inhale, exhale 4, inhale, exhale 5. And now staying here, bring your right hand overhead, reaching towards the windows, and now bring your left hand parallel to it for a few moments. Engage your core, keep breathing. Inhale, still the same length as your exhale. On your next inhale, come all the way up to stand. Exhale, open your arms out to the side, bend your front knee for warrior 2. Holding here for 1. Inhale, exhale 2, pushing into the outside of your right foot for 3. Inhale, exhale 4, inhale, exhale 5. Inhale, extend your front leg. Exhale, bend it again. Left hand to the outside of your left foot. Right arm comes up and over your ear, pushing your left leg into your left arm, but still pushing into your right foot for 1. Inhale, exhale 2, inhale, exhale 3, Inhale, exhale 4, inhale, exhale 5. Bring your right hand down, pick up your back heel, begin to straighten your front leg as you hop your back foot in, grounding through that heel, squaring your torso over your front leg. Exhale, folding forward for 1, inhale, exhale 2, inhale, exhale 3, inhale, exhale 4, inhale, exhale 5, bending your front knee, step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank pose. Exhale, shifting weight into your right hand outside of your right foot for side plank. Left arm in the air, lifting your hips up, flexing both feet. If you'd like to take some sort of leg variation, you're welcome to. Maybe taking tree pose, lifting up your left foot, or grabbing hold of your big toe. But keep pushing your hips up. Coming back into plank pose, taking the left side. Hips are lifted, taking whatever variation you did on the other side. Coming back into plank pose. Inhale here. Exhale, lower your knees, chest and chin. Point your feet, roll forward, baby cobra. Lift up your hands just for a moment. See if you can balance there, engage your core. Feet press into the ground. Now place your hands down, tuck your toes, seat to heels, extend your legs, downward facing dog. Inhale, lifting your right leg up, downward facing dog split, holding here for a moment. So making sure your shoulders are square to the ground. Feel as if you can push into both hands and your feet to lift that leg high. And then see if you can rotate your leg towards the ground, so your knees facing the ground. I know it's harder. Inhale here. Exhale, bend your right knee towards your left elbow, so across your chest. Inhale, downward facing dog split. Exhale, right knee towards right elbow. Inhale, downward facing dog split. Exhale, knee to nose, holding here for 3 breaths for 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Lower your right shin to the ground, preparing for pigeon pose. Set up any padding you need. We'll take a little bit of time on this pose, so really get yourself set up well. That way you can really relax into it. When you're ready, folding forward. So counting the breaths on your own, just taking this time to release any tension that's in your body you don't need to be holding on to, and sending the breath to the hips. So using the breath to go into your body. Your breath is literally your life force. You want to send that life force, send that energy to the areas where it feels like tight and congested, right? In yoga, we're opening up our bodies, but we're also opening up our minds and spirits, because it's all connected and you can't affect one without affecting the other. Getting to walk your hands back. Step back into downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your left leg up, downward facing dog split. Taking a moment here, squaring off your shoulders, pushing into both hands and feet to lift that leg. Rotating your leg so it faces the ground. Yes. But keep your shoulders square, so lift this one, yeah. Exhale, bend your right knee towards your left elbow, twisting across your chest. Or right elbow, my bad. Inhale, downward facing dog split. Exhale, left knee towards left elbow. Downward facing dog split. Knee to nose, holding here for 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale 3, lowering your left shin down, preparing for pigeon pose, setting up any padding you need. And when you're ready, folding forward, releasing any tension in the body, feeling as if you can relax into the pose a little bit. Like, what if this was the pose that you just hung out with, right? When you just wanted to, like, relax and decompress. This is the position you took. Tell your mind that. See if you can convince your mind that this is a comfortable position. Walking your hands back. Step back into downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward into plank pose. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, send your right foot forward into a lunge. Exhale, lower your left knee to the ground right below your hip. Inhale, reaching both arms up into the air. Exhale, bringing the hands to heart center, twisting to the right. Now, everyone place your left hand down to the outside of your left foot. You can place it on a block and lift your right arm up towards the ceiling. Now, everyone see if you can bend your right arm behind your back. Now, maybe you can take your left hand, bring it underneath your right thigh and grab hold of your right wrist or fingertips, taking some sort of bind. I take it back. We are going to use belts in class today. Yes. Grab hold of that. Yeah. And last but not least. And then, if you feel confident and comfortable, you don't have to, no pressure, you can tuck your toes and extend your legs into the lunge. I know it's harder with a bind. Again, if you're really not feeling the belt, you can release it. It's just an experiment. And then releasing the bind, bring your hands back on either side of your front foot. Hop your left knee to the outside of your right foot for seated spinal twist. Making sure you can feel both sits bones on the ground, if not, extending your left leg. Inhale, reach your left arm high. Exhale, twisting to the right. For 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, take a counter twist to the left. Inhale, come back to center. Preparing for ankle to knee, stacking your right ankle on top of your left, or taking a figure 4 shape on your back. Up to you. If you're sitting up, when you're ready on an exhale, beginning to fold forward, or just sitting up tall, whatever helps you feel the pose the most. If you're on your back, both feet are flexed, and you're pushing your right ankle into your left leg as you pull your left leg towards you. So there's that equal amount of energy going in both ways there. And everyone is breathing deeply. Everyone is using the breath to send to the area where they feel it the most. Every inhale, the area lengthens. Every exhale, it stays open. Then if you are folded forward, come to sit up. Keep your legs where they are for now. If you're lying down, come to sit up. You're going to come forward kind of onto your hands and knees. You're going to have your right knee be on top of your left, and your feet come out to the side, almost like a twisted virasana. And you're going to come and sit down between your feet for cow face pose. So if both sits bones aren't on the ground, you're going to want to sit up on a block or a blanket. If this is pretty easy for you, then you can take your ankles and work on getting them in the same line. So like ideally you want them to be in line with your knees, so keep working on scooching them forward. Everyone lifting both arms overhead, bending your left elbow behind your head. You're going to pull your left arm more under, and then grab hold of your fingertips. So come to sit up on this. A little better. So your feet are either by your hips, but if you're like super open in your hips, then, you know, I'm not, they'd be out here, but then both knees would be on the ground. So where your feet are right now is good. No, it really is. Just keep breathing. If you want to keep your arms down, you can. And releasing your hands. Bring your hands back in front of you. So coming kind of on a hands and knees. And then just step 1 foot at a time back into downward facing dog. Inhale, send your left foot forward into a lunge. Exhale, lower your right knee to the ground. Inhale, reaching both arms up into the air again. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center, twisting to the left. Everyone bringing your right hand down on the outside of your left foot. Left arm reaches up towards the ceiling. Bending your left arm behind your back, and if you want to use the belt again to bind, you can. I can help you get situated. And then if you'd like to, you can... Oh, you're good. No, it's funny. Sometimes your body has to relearn stuff, and then other stuff is still there, so... Releasing the binder belt, bringing your hands on either side of your front foot, and then hopping your right knee to the outside of your left foot for seated spinal twist. Grounding through both sits bones. Inhale, lifting your right arm high. Exhale, twisting to the left. For 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, take a counter twist. Inhale, back to center. Stacking your right shin on top of your left shin for ankle to knee, or taking figure 4 on your back. Inhale, lengthening through your spine if you're sitting up. Exhale, folding forward. If you're lying on your back, using an equal amount of energy to push your ankle into your leg and pull your leg towards you. Sending the breath to the area where there's the most tension. Then if you're on your back, coming to sit up. If you're sitting down, coming to sit up. Coming onto your hands, bringing your left knee on top of your right knee. Feet are out to the side, either by your hips or in line with your knees. And then coming to sit down between your feet. It's a really tricky hip opener. It's also kind of working on your IT bands, which we don't really get to a lot in yoga. So come forward onto your hands and knees, bring your feet behind you, and have this leg in front. Yes, and now bring this foot, yeah, there you go. You're gonna come to sit down right on the block. No problem. And then if you're doing the bind with your arms, just keep breathing. Releasing your hands, bringing your arms in front of you. Come back kind of onto your hands and knees, and just one leg at a time, step back into downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward into plank pose. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward into plank pose. Exhale, lower your knees down. Bring your seat to your heels, rest in child's pose. Bring your knees wide and let your chest really fall between your legs. Reaching your arms out in front of you. And then coming to sit up. So bringing your mats to the wall, we're gonna work on some inversions now. So first thing we're gonna work on once you're situated is L-shaped handstand. So once you're ready, come onto your hands and knees with your feet against the wall. Hands are right underneath your shoulder. So let's really get lined up like, to a T. So you really want your hands on your shoulders. Make sure they're not in front, not underneath, but right underneath. And then like we did earlier in class, make sure you can still press into the whole round of your palm, right? And now before we even go up, I want you to feel like you can push into that and your shoulders kind of come down. So we're not like collapsing in our chest at all, but we're pushing up and our shoulders are coming away from our body, yes. Then tuck your toes, come into a downward facing dog. You're gonna place one foot right where your hip's at. So again, not above, not below, but right about where your hip's at. Push into your foot, bring your other foot to meet it, and then work on extending your legs, still pushing into the whole palm of your hands. Keep breathing. If you need to come down and rest, you can. If you want to work on bringing one leg up, you're also welcome to do that. And keep breathing, keep having that Ujjayi breath. More than anything, that's the most important thing. Everyone looks really, really awesome. The breathing sounds good too. If you want to try balancing, you're welcome to do that. Just be careful because the wall isn't behind you. Once you've had enough, take a child's pose. So we're gonna spend the next 5 minutes or so working on headstand, but I want to give you guys a variation. Just come to look up for a moment. You might have done this with me before, but we're gonna work on coming up from headstand into forearm stand, okay? So I recommend using the wall. If you're feeling super confident, you don't have to, but general idea is you come up into headstand the same way we normally would, except for today you might want to have your feet rest on the wall for this part. So really pressing into our forearms, and that's what this is doing here. It's getting us to really engage that pushing down. So instead of kind of collapsing and letting everything fall down, you're really, really lifting up. So I'm going to place my hands flat against the ground, push so much into my forearms, I can actually lift up into forearm stand. And then maybe from there, I work on balancing. And then you can come down the same way you came up. So on your own time, about 5 minutes here. If you just want to work on headstand, that's fine. If you want to work on forearm stand separately, also fine, but 5 minutes to take whatever variation of that you want to work on. If you want a spot, just let me know. Yeah, so when you're up, you're literally gonna like, so if your head's on the ground, literally as you're balancing, you have to place your hands flat against the ground, and then you can kind of lift up. Right. And now push into hands and forearms. Have you tried it with the wall? No? Try it with the wall. It's a little easier. Yeah, you want to work on getting them flat. Yeah. I mean, ideally, the further apart they are, the better. Okay. You know, you want to be in that on, but even if it's like there, but yeah, you want to want them to be. Have your whole, so even like the knuckles of your hands on the ground. Push to your whole hand, whole forearm. Yeah. No, it looks awesome though. I mean, you definitely have the strength. Just keep working on like, I think also when you're in headstand right now, your legs are coming a little bit forward. So this way, just a little bit, you know. So yeah, I think just keep thinking, even when you're in headstand, before you put your hands down, keep thinking about pushing into your forearms. It's going to straighten you out a little bit. One more minute. I think the one thing it does is even if you're not coming up, it encourages that feeling of pushing down in your forearms, you know? Like even if you just try, if you don't move your hands, I used to be in classes where teachers would say like, just try to lift your head up for a second, you know? So, I mean, that's another thing you could try if that helps you. So, you know, you come up, da-da-da-da-da, and like, just practice like lifting your head up for a second and then lowering it down. Yeah, like. Oh, like when you're. If you're still up, everyone come into rest now. So you're doing it without the wall. That's good. And making your way back to the center of the room. So we're gonna take Virasana hero seat. So once you get situated, sitting on your knees, come onto your hands and knees, separate your feet wider than your hips. If you like, you can bring your forehead down and kind of draw the flesh back. And then coming to sit between your feet, either on a block, blanket, or on the ground. If you're seated up on a block, just breathing, maybe closing your eyes. If your seat is grounded and you'd like to recline, feel free to, but do so in steps. So yeah, exactly, lifting your hips up a little bit, tilting your pelvis underneath as you go down. That way we're not just putting a lot of strain on our lower back. If you're reclined, gently making your way back up to sit up. And everyone making your way onto your hands and knees. Then 1 foot at a time, coming back into plank pose. And then lifting your hips up and back for downward facing dog. Inhale forward to plank pose. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, bending your elbows, lowering all the way down onto your abdomen. Preparing for Shalabhasana. Arms alongside your body, palms facing up. Inhale, pointing your feet, squeezing your legs together, lifting up head, chest, and legs. For 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5, lowering down. Taking bow pose, bending both knees, grabbing the outsides of your ankles simultaneously. Inhale, push your feet into your hands, lifting everything up. For 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Lower down. Place one cheek on the mat and just let your hips rock out from side to side. Second bow pose, bending your knees, grabbing hold of your ankles. Pushing your feet into your hands, lifting everything up. For 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Release your hands. Twist it this way. Exhale, 4. There you go. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Lower down. Place the other cheek on the mat. Let your hips rock out. Bringing your hands alongside your rib cage, tucking your toes underneath. Inhale, rolling over your feet, coming up into upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up high. Exhale, stepping your right foot through your feet for Hanumanasana split pose. Maybe bringing blocks under your hands, maybe placing a few blankets under your thighs. Keep your back toe tucked in the beginning and come all the way down with it tucked. And then once you kind of reach that point of resistance, then you can relax your foot again. Keep breathing. Bending your right foot, step back into downward facing dog. Inhale, lifting your left leg up, downward facing dog split. Exhale, step your left foot all the way through. And tucking your back toe, keeping both legs straight, lowering down like that, and then you can kind of point your toe and release into it. Bending your front knee, step back into downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward into plank pose. Exhale, lower chaturanga, lowering all the way down onto your abdomen, flipping over onto your back. Preparing for half wheel. Feet on the ground, arms alongside your body, fingertips just grazing your heels. Pushing into your feet, lifting your hips up, interlacing your fingers behind your back. For 1, inhale, exhale 2, inhale, exhale 3, inhale, exhale 4, inhale, exhale 5, release your hands, lower your hips. Preparing for full wheel. Setting up your hands alongside your ears, fingertips face your body. Inhale, push into your hands and feet, lift everything up. For 1. Inhale, exhale 2. Inhale, exhale 3. Inhale, exhale 4. Inhale, exhale, tuck your chin into your chest, lower down. Bringing your feet as wide as your mat. Keep your feet on the ground, just rocking your knees out from left to right. Second wheel, setting up hands and feet. Inhale, pushing into both, lifting everything up. For 1. Inhale, exhale 2. Inhale, exhale 3. Inhale, exhale 4. Inhale, exhale, chin into chest, lower down. Maybe rocking out your knees from left to right. Last time, setting up hands and feet. Inhale, pushing into both, lifting everything up. For 1. Inhale, exhale 2. Inhale, exhale 3. Inhale, exhale 4. Inhale, exhale, chin into chest, come down. Hugging your knees into your chest, give yourself a big squeeze. Extending both legs up towards the ceiling, double crossing your right leg over your left. Hopping your hips slightly to the right, bring your knees to the left, gazing over your right shoulder. Bringing your knees back to center, crossing them the other way if they're crossed. Hips come left, knees come right, gazing over your left shoulder. Bringing your knees back to center, hugging both knees into your chest. Beginning to rock forward and back on your spine. Coming all the way up to sit. Legs extended out in front of you, arms by your side. Inhale, puffing up your chest, sitting up really tall. Exhale, tilting from your hips, beginning to fold forward. Try to keep that flat back for as long as possible. Once you've reached that point where you can't keep it flat anymore, then you can round and release into it. Beginning to roll up. Beginning to roll up. Bending your right knee into your chest, let it fall out to the side. Squaring your torso over your left leg. And exhale, folding forward. Beginning to roll up, bend your right knee into your chest and then extend it straight. Bending your left knee in, let it fall out to the side. Squaring your torso over your right leg. Exhale, folding forward. Beginning to roll up, bend your left knee in, then extend it straight. Bending both knees into your chest, let them both fall out to the side for Baddha Konasana. Pressing the outside edges of your feet together as you fold forward, maybe using your elbows to push your knees down. Then beginning to roll up. Now preparing for shoulder stand practice. Be like a 4 to 5 minute shoulder stand. If you don't want to take shoulder stand today, you're also welcome to take legs up the wall or goddess pose. Or you can always take shoulder stands for a few minutes and then transition into one of the other poses. Up to you. you are up in shoulder stand, you can flex your feet, begin to lower your legs into Halasana plow pose. Bringing your hands flat on the ground, softening your knees, beginning to roll down one vertebrae at a time.
If I fall, can you pull me up? Is it true?
Taking Matsyasana fish pose once down, removing any padding out of the way. Arching your back, placing the top of your head on the mat.
In my head, so I can think without you. Hey, hey, without you, there's holes in my soul. Hey,
Tucking your chin into your chest, coming to lie flat, and then we'll take meditation before Shavasana today, unless you'd rather skip that, but coming to sit up.
just need to know that you won't forget about me. Where have you gone? Just
Finding your seat, sitting up tall, bringing that awareness in your body again.
lost through time.
Seeing if you can find a sense of stillness.
So
Beginning to watch the breath go in and out through your nose at whatever pace it wants to go at right now.
hope you're safe.
Inhale, thinking let. Exhale, thinking go. Just keep coming back to that over and over and over again.
Answers for me. And hey, hey, without you, there's holes in my soul. And hey, hey, let the water in. Where have you gone? I just need to know that you won't forget about me. Where have you gone? I just need to know that you won't forget about me. And I get lonely without you. And I can't move on. And I get lonely without you. I can't move on. Move on. Where have you gone? I just need to know that you won't forget about me.
Road tripping with my two favorite allies. Fully loaded, we got snacks and supplies. It's time to leave this town, it's time to steal away. Let's go get lost anywhere in the USA. lost, let's go get lost. Blue, you sit so pretty west of the one. Sparkle like with yellow icing, just a mirror for the sun. Just a mirror for the sun. Just a mirror for the sun. These smiling eyes are just a mirror for.
Welcome to Stay Seated in Meditation, where you can begin to make your way onto your back for Shavasana.
Shining more forever in the sun. Now let us check our heads and let us check the surf. Staying high and tries more trouble than it's worth in the sun. Just a mirror for the sun. Just a mirror.
Beginning to deepen your breath. Bring some small movements into your hands and feet. Reaching your arms up overhead, giving yourself a big stretch. Rolling over onto your right side. And making your way all the way up to sit. We'll close clasp with 3 Ums. Sitting up tall. Taking a deep breath in through your nose. Bringing your hands towards your heart center, bowing down to your hearts. Namaste. Thank you all so much for coming out today. Have a great rest of your day. Let me know if you have any questions or comments.
understand the outlook for the Fed for monetary policy for markets.
I'm wondering, is this something that always has been the case, where there has been this political element, or has it gotten more so as the Fed has engaged in all these unconventional policies to take more control over the economy? And I just want to add, in previous years, Obama, for example, former President Obama appointed Ben Bernanke, who was originally appointed by George W. Bush. This was a bipartisan type of arrangement, and it seemed to be an endorsement of just sort of keeping the status quo. Now we're seeing something different. Can you weigh in? How have you seen a shift?
Sure. Well, this relationship, interdependence has been there back at the beginning, back to the no longer. But what's changed here is really everything. First, the Fed is a far more powerful institution over that century because of the powers Congress has repeatedly and responsibilities Congress has given to the Fed. So the Fed is vastly more important to the U.S. as a global economic power, is vastly more important than it was over the years past. But partisanship in Washington is also far more polarized today than it has been in the last 30 or 40 years. You add that up, and what do you get? Right? It's crystallized in the Trump nominee last week, right? As you said, for several decades, sitting presidents, when faced with the opportunity to reappoint the incumbent chair to a second term, who was appointed by the other party's president, has gone ahead and made that essentially bipartisan. That was ruptured last week with Trump nominating Jay Powell, who's pretty close, I think, to the current chair in terms of monetary policy, in terms of votes. But that appointment really ruptured this image of bipartisan Fed, Democratic Fed, and now with Trump, right, he can make up the three, maybe even 4 points to the board in addition to the two the one he's made, or he's about to make. That uniform changes will change the makeup of the Fed in a way that framers here, the Fed back in the early 1900s never envisioned one party having that much influence over the makeup of the board.
I'm just wondering if both of you see this as something that is just specific to the Federal Reserve or other government institutions. I think that the U.S. Supreme Court, for example, said or you choose who's going to answer that.
It's sort of a case that the Fed's not the only political institution with norms and statutes that protect independence. I think what's unique here is the Fed is a unique body here. It has far more influence over the economy than any other in the world, in any case, with economic power. Elders serve health. They changed their name to River Spring Health Plan. And though they may have a brand new name, they want you to know that their care is still the same, just as warm, compassionate, and reliable as ever. Elder Serve Health is now River Spring Health Plan. Visit riverspringhealthplans.org to learn more. That's riverspringhealthplans.org. Riverspringhealthplans.org. Wednesday News Time 10 before today's launch day for the latest Microsoft console. The smallest, bigger, and much faster than the original. And if you are Microsoft is helping to polarize the whole wars with this, which is already political analyze, there's a good chance it could. I'm wondering, Mark, how that affects investments going forward. Does this give more better success, reliability, and how do you navigate that?
I think the selection process, which, for lack of a better word, is unfair, but did result in an institutionalist
The winds are northeast at 12 miles an hour, 48 going up to only 50 in Midtown, and we are looking at some rain and drizzle this afternoon. Winds News Time 10:55.
September put in place, and I think could motivate to institute the balance sheet on the off of monetary tightening. I think it's very easy at that time to pick up. That said, we recognize that the last two downturns in the U.S. have been financially led. Certainly the global financial crisis revealed a sort of range of views regarding macroprudential supervision and regulation, where the Fed is really the regulator. And I think as we think about not just Jay Powell, but the whole complexion of the board, I think we are really paying a lot of attention
with the amenities of New York, New Jersey, Philadelphia, Florida, cash flow real estate, offering safe, high-yield cash flow properties. See them at monsite.net.
A commercial message or chartered global one account visitation.
I'm here with Paul Stevens, a senior finance leader at AT&T. Paul, how does the CGMA program enable your financial professionals to think differently?
As well as many other large companies do mass reporting. So it's a big part of the finance person's role is to be able to make sense of that data and communicate clearly to your business clients so they can understand that they make decisions that will drive value for the company and the shareholder. The CGMA program enables IT to think differently, to be able to analyze data and ask the right questions and dig deeper until they get the right answers so they can work closer with their clients and set the strategic direction of the company.
Thank you, Paul. Find out how the CGMA can help position your finances into the future. Visit cgma.org/radio. That's cgma.org/radio.
Context and background issues of interest. Check the situation.
traction. And it's interesting also that Walmart kind of took a gamble here, and it looks like they won by saying we are not going to advertise. Fascinating story. Olga Karim, Bloomberg News reporter, thank you so much for joining us. It's just interesting when you think about fintech, financial technology, and then sort of people on the frontier of it. You don't think of Walmart, and yet there they are. Fascinating. All right, now let's head to Washington, D.C. Nancy Lyons has world and national headlines for us from our 99.1 studios. Nancy.
Thanks, Lisa. President Trump is addressing tensions with North Korea during his visit to South Korea, saying Pyongyang needs to come to the table and make a deal on its missile and nuclear program. Bloomberg Stephen A. reports from Seoul.
Donald Trump says it's time to act with urgency and determination to stop North Korea's nuclear and missile programs and cause North Korea a worldwide problem. And he says it makes sense for Pyongyang to, quote, do the right thing, come to the table, and make a deal. That being said, he said the United States stands ready to use the full range of military options if needed.
Investigators say Devin Kelly should never have been able to buy the guns used to attack Baptist Church in Texas. The Air Force failed to follow policies for alerting federal authorities about his violent past. His court-martial was never added to the database. A third bombshell article about disgraced Hollywood producer Harvey Weinstein. The New Yorker is detailing how he hired lawyers and investigative companies to get to actresses accusing him of sexual assault. Journalist Darlene Barrow, who wrote the original story, says he was shocked to see extent of Weinstein's attempts to silence women and the journalists who were investigating their claims.
This was a vast international campaign using high-level radio operators, using big identities and foreign consultants to raise lives, using front companies as coverage.
One agent reportedly posed as a women's rights advocate to spy on Weinstein's accusers. Global news, 24 hours a day, powered by more than 2,700 journalists and analysts in more than 120 countries. I'm Nancy Lyons.
We've got some temporary delays right now at the Traveling We've got an open floor bridge in New Jersey that the Northwest North Carolina is operating delayed. The bridge goes back all the way down traveling from Queens, well, in a bunch to tell you about west goes eastbound. Got the right lane closed from LaGuardia Airport North to New Jersey. Westbound exit 7 from LaGuardia Airport Terminal C and D. We've got construction between the BQE northbound has awakened to the left lane along New York Mayor Bill de Blasio is northbound to re-election today. State Assembly Queen Nicole Howard Tomorrow trailed de Blasio by 42 points in a Mariscal likely vote direction. Even so, that margin is narrower than de Blasio's 2013 victory. And just 42% of New Yorkers rated the performance as excellent or good. Elisa Valenti, Bloomberg, Daybreak.
In New Jersey, gubernatorial race in the Bridge.
Just avoid it. Just the ugly ball in and outbound, although inbound is getting better. We're about 25 minutes right now. The Lincoln and the Homewood are doing excellent in both directions.
All 120 seats in Democrat legislature are up for grabs today.
Whatever you drive will also drop the first down. I guarantee you the next traffic and transport election
In 50 years. Now, inflation included one that went past 40 judges in Squirrel Headquarters administrator with judicial convicted of corruption. Today's election also will sign races for mayor, Buffalo, Syracuse, Rochester, and Albany, and county executive contests in Westchester and Nassau County. Jurors will resume deliberations today to drive to trial of Senator Bob Menendez in New Jersey. Jury deliberations for about an hour in class against draft. Analyst tries to decide whether flights on his friend's private jet and the gifts were violent. Florida ophthalmologist Sophie Dodge gives scores of aliens and close to Charlotte tonight. And Toronto against Denver last night. Down the Sun 98-92. In the NHL, the Rangers won their fourth straight after skating past Blue Jackets 5-3. Bruce Davis scored a go-ahead goal for the Rangers.
If you imagine the world of peace, love, rock and roll, you're ready for Age Well New York. Their Medicare Advantage prescription drug plans are personalized, easy to understand, and easy to live with. Age Well New York includes plan options for those with Medicare and those with Medicare and Medicaid. At Age Well New York, you have access to a large network of physicians and hospitals in your community, as well as South Korea, services, ticket programs, and live in and hearing benefits and more. New Yorkers dream and
There are going to be other people